nice enough to give me a sunburn. Yeah, this reading was crazy. Okay, where do I even begin? It's really saying that right now, that feeling of just feeling so disconnected with yourself, with your power, with who you really are, is just that feeling of like not being grounded and just not being confident, being really, really insecure. That's one of the cards that pops up as insecurity, and it goes hand in hand with this Two of Bows and this protection and this happiness card. Really, like when you're insecure, you're blocked off from who you really are. That insecurity is a result of feeling like you're not part of the whole, like you're not worthy, you don't deserve certain things, you're not good enough in certain aspects. That is such a disconnect from who you actually are, which is a part of the whole. You're a micro of the macro, just like everybody else out here. We're all on the same boat. We're all on the same planet, you know? And that insecurity and that lack of confidence and trust in the universe, that's another one that pops up with the wheel. It really talks about just trusting the bigger picture, because you're a part of this grand scheme. We're a very minuscule part, but we're still a huge part of, we're part of something bigger, you know? And no, call it what you will, nobody truly knows, but that comes along with this the World Tree card. It's really the connection between us and our higher selves and our higher power, the universe, the cosmos, universal law. That's a lot of what comes up here in, let's say, in fulfillment. It comes up in the Great Bear. There's really this higher, and even in the Death card, which is represented in the Journey, it's really about surrendering and trusting the universe, because it's all this unfolding process. It's just this happening, and all we can do is be here with that happening, be present in our bodies and in our lives, in our world that's happening around us. That's really how we gain that security back, that sense of trust. With this page of Vessel represented by the otters, it's really, the otter represents trust, and just that trust can't be experienced when you're living in insecurity, when you're not living in trust, when you're not connected to who you really are, knowing that you're just a part of this bigger journey. When you can connect back to that with the World Tree card and the Generosity card, through the Generosity card, because when you're in that insecurity and that doubt, it's like, cool. That's where you are. You can't see that higher connection. You can maybe cognitively know it, but you can't feel it because you're not connected to it. But when we start changing our course of action with this Two of Bows, we start changing the way we are in the world. Be more generous, be more loving, be more compassionate. I think that's a lot of what I was feeling, is that we're being with a lack of compassion towards ourselves and to others, because we're on autopilot, or we're in the mind, rather than living from our hearts, where it's just exploding with compassion for every other being you see and for yourself. That compassion will fall inwards and express itself in this higher state of living and higher state of being. You'll feel protected, you'll feel secure, you'll feel a part of something bigger, you'll feel powerful. That connection comes from our love. That compassion comes from our connection. Really just realizing that we're all here living, trying our best. Go outside. Go outside. This happiness card is saying that happiness will abundantly flow to anybody who's ready for it. And how do you become ready for it? it's being present. It's realizing that it's already here. Happiness is already here. Everywhere you look, it's in the trees, it's in the soil, it's in the person talking on their phone across the room in a restaurant. Happiness is everywhere. You just have to be open to it. And I think we become open to it and really connected back to who we are when we connect with that compassion for each other. And also a lot of what comes up is this challenge card. I've never filmed anything like this. The challenge card. The challenge card represents the Two of Stones, which is about, letting go of the past, because when you are grounded, it's a stone card, so it's talking about grounding, earth elements, material items. When you're grounded in who you are, in the fulfillment that is all around us at all times, the fulfillment of knowing you are a part of something so much bigger than yourself, but that you are that at the same time, that fulfillment will lead you to a little bit more challenges, because you have to ground that energy, which is what I was talking about with the heart and earth connection, that a grounded heart center. You can be fulfilled and confident and trusting in this bigger picture, but also ground yourself and know that you're a part of that. You're here in this body right now. This body is that. That grounded sense of connection is what helps you get out of that rut. It helps you to see that it's available to any of us. We all go through hard times. We all go through these crazy experiences filled with adversity to show us what is there, to show us what we weren't having, to show us what we do want. These challenges that we face are there for us to grow from, and to see that at the same time, adversity is always showing us one side of the coin. But when we find one thing, we know its opposite is there too. So in the shittiest times, you can remember that, oh yeah, if I can just flip my perspective, there's something on the complete opposite spectrum happening, something so wonderful right now in this moment. There's always something wonderful.